Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The rationale behind developing iForm is when I came to see these young IT guys coming into the field, then I see we have so many APIs coming up, but we don't know how to use that set. Then I noticed what are these APIs, how can we really use these APIs for our research purpose. Then we noticed that even IMD has their own APIs which I never use. We are going with the traditional methods in downloading the data. So once I see how to utilize these APIs, then we start developing this iForm. Well, the idea of iForm is to use the advanced technologies of remote sensing, GIS, use the seasonal climate forecast information. We get the seasonal climate forecast information from IMD and other national meteorological agencies, but we don't know how to use this information. If you give the forecast to the farming community, they will never understand how to use this one. So idea is to grab these IT technologies, whatever we have is to grab the climate, soil information, use the spatial technologies, whatever you have, and keep the data in the cloud, use the dynamic simulation models like AppSim, DSAT, EPIC, CropSys, force these models, use the current agronomic practices which are recommended at the research centers or national agricultural universities, and derive the interventions which we can use to support the farming communities. So my team will give you a brief demo how they will be using these tools for this will be a simple mobile app we want to develop, and is in the initial stage. I hope you guys will like this one. Thank you.
Okay, so before we decided which idea to develop a POC on, we wanted to imagine the customer, the farmer that we are developing this for. And I went and searched for actual farmers in the state of Telangana, and this is for Jinukula Raju and Gazavel Ramulamma. These two are real farmers in the area of Mehboob Nagar as well as Gazavel. When I saw their pictures, it was very clear to me that I cannot expect them to have a smartphone. I cannot expect them to go somewhere, enter some data, click a button. I was very sure that I cannot even use those words, enter data, click. Those won't make any sense to them. When I thought about these customers, the relevant application architecture emerged, and which is very simple. It's a classic three-tier architecture with UI layer at the top, middle layer which does all the heavy lifting, business logic is embedded there in the middle, and a data layer at the bottom. And all of these are coming from Microsoft Azure website. Middle tier is running a bunch of services in the VM roles, and Azure SQL database is being used. And Azure lets this scale up and scale down depending on the load automatically without anybody having to bother about it. So that said, right, we made sure that farmer doesn't need to do anything to use this. That was the whole philosophy behind this. Everybody has a phone, not probably a smartphone, and everybody gets SMS. So, and every village, I hope, has an agricultural office they can go to in the time of trouble and ask simple questions in their own language, and the officer sitting there can answer those questions very simply. So this was how we imagined our application, and that's how it is. So there are a lot of challenges. We grab data from around 12 data sources, and each of them have different ways of exposing their API services, wrote a client for a data source, complying to their secret key, all kind of conformances and everything. We just covered this up in our data layer, and this is how the application looks. So we are going to enact a demo scenario so you get the usage.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
I'm Sheena, and I want to sow paddy this year.
Okay.
Last year, it actually happened that I followed the information from IMD when I was sowing paddy, and I had very good yield.
That's
good. So what do you recommend me for this year?
Let's see, you want to go with paddy again?
Exactly.
In Tamil Nadu. Okay, let me see.
For this year.
Finish all your, okay, I fed all your data, Sheena, and looks like this year the rainfall is going to be below normal to deficit, and it's not good for paddy at all.
Oh no.
So you are better off going up with a drought resistant crop like sorghum or millet.
Well, I've never sown sorghum, no millet. So what should I do?
You should probably, yeah.
Well, I'm happy that I haven't yet bought my seed,
That's
so I will think about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good morning, ma'am. My name is Ramanamma. I have 3 young kids and 2 old parents at home, lone breadwinner of the family.
Yeah.
I have always done paddy cultivation and I want to do paddy cultivation this year also.
Okay, so let me enter the information I have from you. Oh, sorry, Miss, my dear, I'm really sorry to tell you that this year is forecasted to have a very low rainfall information. So, yeah, so you have to go for some drought-resistant crops like
I've never done anything other than paddy. I can't do.
millet, no sorghum. What do you think?
Okay.
Well, think about it, huh? I will not force you. So,
Okay.
later on?
I won't listen to her. I'll do paddy as usual. And later. Madam, how I wish I had listened to you. All my crop got ruined.
You see, that's why you have to use iFarm. So,
Let us transform
lives, one farmer, and one farm at a time.
Questions?
So you want to use SMS as a vehicle for connecting the recommendation from the local extension agent or office. I'm missing the link here. How will you know where that farmer is and the conditions that they're facing?
So one of the challenges, if you have the design doc that we have, one of the challenges where we thought about was how the farmer in the first place will come to know that such a service exists. We imagined that the only way to contact a farmer is to utilize those existing channels that the current farmers do use today. I did go and search on farmer suicides, to be very frank, and I sort of read through the stories. There is always some officer they talk to. It's just that in the end they give up. They don't talk to anyone, you know. And those people are in a very good position to convince them. So I thought that this is a website, so if some government office has an office, they probably have a computer. If there is a computer, there is internet, there is a browser. So they just type in the URL, they go to this website. Then there is another challenge that people have to go to that office to get help. That's always there. So that gap has to be somehow filled through some communication, some advertisement, some door-to-door, walking up the door-to-door kind of a thingy. Once that communication link is there, farmer knows I can go here, and he or she is not the one entering the information, it's the officer. Once that is there, we enroll that phone number in a subscription service. In our mid-tier service, if you look at, we have a component that does this subscription for farmers. It even stores all the farmer profiles. So after a while, you can run a telemetry to know how many farmers were helped. Were they really helped? Did they come back to us again? How many farmers left us? Those kind of a thing.
So in addition to that, we already have information about the soils that were taken through an API designed by some of our team members. So they have the soils information together with the farmers' information. So to that, we added to be able to give an accurate information to the farmer.
So quick question actually, this is a little bit of a clarification. Just to understand this thing, for every farmer you expect them to go to some office, where they actually register themselves first time around, right?
Yeah.
And then they have to mobile registered. Have you thought about, this is a classic scenario basically where you have, like everybody has an Aadhaar number registered, right? And the phone number is already registered. They have all the information already in there. Cut that thing out and just go straight directly and get the information.
Well, the idea is you already have established extension officers, agriculture officers who can use these tablets and smartphones. Once this application is installed on their machines, they can provide this information easily to the farmers who approach to them. Right now, we are trying to look to fill the gap what we can do in terms of the technology. We have the information available, but we are not able to disseminate properly and at the right time. So seasonal climate information, we have this information coming for the last 20 years, but you are not able to disseminate. So we are trying to approach the farming community using the existing system and the technology.
I think the point that he was trying to make is like the model is fine. I think the India stack, popularly kind of done by UIDAI, allows you to have API channels for the guy who has a Aadhaar number, which can be in his database, the telemetry database or whatever monitoring, so you know this is the actual farmer with this particular data set and the channel that you're entering. So that is a good integration. But having said that, you know, let me kind of give you guys, you know, brownie points for the enactment, the passion, and then also the practicality of research that the farmer actually has no clue. I mean, you guys are building applications, tablets, mobile, and what do you expect, right? How much smartphone he has or how much smart he is to use that. So I think it's a very practical solution, which I like. So good work on how you guys did it.
Thank you.